A new day, a new project. Here we have an XLR connector. That's a microphone cable. You see, the point is that once in a while this connector is doing all kind of noises, and I suspect a bad contact, oxidation and stuff like this. I don't want to give up. I have to try to do something really, let's call it revolutionary, to save this one from being dropped to the bin. This kind of XLRs are really mechanically strong. Once you have it in place, you can't break it. Everything is metallic. It's really metal over there. You just have to break the cable or something, to cut the cable if you want to destroy it. But of course, I think it's like 20 years old or something. So supposedly, you know, so many years on the stage, I finally got the tool, so I'm going to try to dismantle this. As I can see, there are two plastic parts. We have the one on the right keeping the ends somehow of the contacts, and the one on the left under that metal shield. To have access to these contacts inside here, we have to take this metal part away. So this is not such a hard operation, or it shouldn't be. And there we are. So what I'm going to do now is to clean these contacts very nice. I'm not using anything chemical but physical, with a little bit of sandpaper, just like this, all around. You know, I don't want to give up on this one because they are really, really nice. And to be sure that everything will be fine, I can do something even better. I'm gonna cover this with a little bit of tin, and that will keep forever all the oxidation away. We have the flux here, but you have to be worried about this because it needs to be a nice and thin layer of soldering. Clean the soldering iron very nice. Mine is fixed to 350 degrees Celsius. A little bit of flux, and then we can do this very soft layer of soldering all around. More flux. This is perfect. And now to clean a piece of wire, and I'm gonna use to do the next contact layer. This is a stanium layer, in fact. And look there, and it's looking perfect. Now let's clean it up. Alcohol, more alcohol. Okay, and now the final touch, a little bit of sandpaper. That's it. Look there, and this will be forever. See, the flux is running away, get melted by the alcohol. So I'm gonna use a brush like this, a toothbrush. So this is the result finally. You can see it's really nice, shiny, and this is so-called tin coating. And this is the best way to have your contacts done. Okay, so now it's time to go for the others. Same story, clean it up a little bit with sandpaper, tin all around, alcohol and cleaning. I don't even take care of the extra tin because now it was spreading very nice all around. Here we have a little bit of old flux, but to be sure that everything is fine, then we have a piece of wire like I did before, just a little bit of flux, and now and let the wire to suck all the extra tin. Super nice and super clean. Tin coating, it's magic. Why I'm doing this? You can't find really nice connectors today. So when you have a studio job, or let me say when you have a one-time recording session and you got your microphone hooked on the best cable you have, and suddenly noises and all kind of artifacts, you know. Okay, you can change that, you can change the cable, this is very easy.
but you are losing the moment.
Same procedure. Sand glass, little bit. Flux and a little bit of tin. Well, I put more than a little bit, but that doesn't really matter because anyway we'll take it out. Piece of wire. So if you don't have a special mesh, you know, there are special pieces of equipment, or you know, to take this extra tin away. You can use a piece of wire. Take the extra tin, and that will do the magic, cleaning up the surface. Well, with this thinning cover,
the contacts will be protected, anti-oxidized, and that will last many years.
Well, you may say it's taking a lot of time. It's time consuming. Of course it's time consuming. But as long as you like it, you know, there is no time consuming. It's just a matter of fixing things. Okay, back in place. And this one here. Be careful to have this surface is very clean. They are not fitting back properly. And here the same story. Yep. This should be fine. Well, it's looking a little bit ugly, but I can tell you it's really back in place. I can try some more. That should be more than enough. Yeah, that's it. A little bit here. Well guys, that's it. Now I'll see you in 20 years from now on. I'm pretty sure this connector will never give up. Let's put the wires back together. We have the red one on number 2. That's the hot. Number 2. It's not exactly ground, but let's call it -3 here. That's the ground. And of course, the last one, very important too, it's the case ground. Perfect. Yeah, everything is back in place. So number 2, it's hot. Number 3, it's minus, let's call it, or cold. And number 1, let's have the screws back. Okay, so that's it. It's time to test this. Yes, of course we have signal. Okay, so we have signal, one channel, and now it's time to plug the new, or let's call it fixed XLR over here. And there we go. We have signal, both channels. Yes, and this is perfect. Like I told you before, that XLR connector was like, I think it's like 20 years old, maybe more, even more. With this thin coating, it will last for another 20 years at least. Okay, see you in 20 years. Bye bye.